Confidence is the driving force behind every achievement. In the quiet moments of determination, it forms the bedrock upon which progress is built. In a world that constantly demands rapid decisions and immediate results, taking the time to cultivate inner strength is a powerful act of self-respect. This presentation shares 7 practical steps to immediately boost your confidence, a blueprint to overcome hesitation and ignite an unwavering sense of self-assurance. Each step is designed to cut through self-doubt and provide clear, actionable guidance. These methods are rooted in simplicity and tested by time, offering a direct path to fortifying your mindset so that challenges transform into opportunities. Confidence is not a fleeting emotion, but a steadfast companion that empowers you to pursue ambitious goals without hesitation. By embracing these techniques, you will learn how to reclaim your focus, quiet the inner critic, and create a foundation of self-belief that stands firm in the face of adversity. Every deliberate action taken today lays the groundwork for tomorrow's achievements. Witness the transformation when purpose meets persistence, turning potential into powerful momentum and challenges into stepping stones toward greatness. Step 1. Recognizing your inner worth is the starting point on the path to unwavering confidence. There is a quiet strength inside each one of us, a wellspring of potential waiting to be acknowledged and nurtured. When you take a moment to examine your inner landscape, you find that your worth is not measured by fleeting successes or the opinions of others. Confidence begins with the simple act of recognizing that you are valuable, capable, and deserving of every opportunity that comes your way. It is a realization that emerges when you learn to listen to the quiet voice inside, the voice that speaks of your potential and your past triumphs, however small they may have seemed at the time. In the stillness of early mornings or the reflective pause at the end of a long day, you can begin to see that your unique experiences, every setback, every success, are the building blocks of who you are. There's a profound power in acknowledging these experiences without judgment. It is in this acceptance that the first step toward building confidence is taken. Every lesson learned from failure and every victory, no matter how modest, contributes to the mosaic of your character. Imagine standing before a mirror, not to scrutinize the surface, but to see beyond it, to recognize the spirit, the resilience, and the determination that resides within. What you see is a person who has weathered storms and basked in moments of sunlight, someone whose life is a tapestry of hard-won lessons and quiet victories. There is a subtle power in understanding that your inner strength is not diminished by external circumstances. Rather, it is forged in the crucible of everyday challenges and refined through persistent effort. The journey to self-awareness is not marked by grand declarations or dramatic gestures. It is a quiet, steady process, a deliberate decision to honor the truth of who you are. Each day presents a new opportunity to affirm your worth. Start by recalling moments when you overcame obstacles or reached a goal that once seemed unattainable. Reflect on these achievements, however insignificant they might appear in the grand scheme, and let them remind you of your inherent capability. Every memory of success reinforces the idea that you are more than the sum of your doubts, that your true strength lies in the courage to keep moving forward despite the odds. As you move through your day, take a pause to acknowledge your feelings and thoughts without harsh criticism. Instead of focusing on what might be lacking, consider the skills and attributes you have cultivated over the years. Is it not remarkable that each setback served as a stepping stone, each challenge a lesson in disguise? Recognize that the very obstacles you once feared are now the building blocks of a resilient character. In every moment of struggle, there is the seed of growth, waiting for the nurturing light of your acknowledgement. This awareness is the soil in which confidence takes root. In nurturing it, you allow the natural process of self-discovery to unfold, gently and persistently. With every deliberate thought, you cast away the shadows of doubt and reveal the vibrant essence of your true self. Consider how a farmer tends to his fields, carefully, patiently, and with a deep understanding of the land's potential. In much the same way, tending to your inner garden involves regular moments of reflection, affirming your worth, and recognizing that the power to grow lies within you. The process requires discipline and a commitment to look honestly at the reflection of your own life. It is not an exercise in vanity or self-indulgence, but a necessary journey toward a more fortified sense of self. Each day, challenge yourself to be present with your thoughts, to confront your inner critic, and to replace its harsh whispers with affirmations of strength and possibility. Ask yourself, what qualities have carried me through the toughest times? Which strengths have helped me overcome the challenges that once seemed insurmountable? In answering these questions, you build a bridge between your past experiences and your future potential. The transformation begins with acknowledging that the core of your confidence is already established. It simply needs recognition. Focus on the fact that every step you have taken, every trial you have endured, has contributed to the person you are today. There is no need to wait for external validation when the evidence of your capability is already woven into the fabric of your life. With every reflective pause, you reclaim a piece of that inherent strength, and with each acknowledgement, the foundation of confidence grows a little stronger. There is an elegance in embracing the full scope of your experiences, in letting each one reinforce the narrative of your worth. Confidence, when built on the bedrock of self-awareness, becomes an unyielding force that propels you forward. It frees you from the confines of doubt and opens up a realm where you can operate with clarity and purpose. In the quiet moments of introspection, you realize that the power to transform your life lies not in what you have yet to achieve, but in the recognition of all that you already possess. Through continuous reflection and honest self-assessment, you build a resilient mindset, one that is capable of withstanding the challenges that life inevitably brings. This foundation is not a destination, but an ongoing process, a commitment to honor the truth of your being and to nurture the inner light that guides your path. In cultivating self-awareness, you lay the cornerstone upon which lasting confidence is built, ensuring that every subsequent step is taken with clarity, conviction, and an unshakable belief in your own potential. Next, clarity of purpose fuels confidence, and setting clear, achievable goals is the engine that propels you forward. It starts with a simple question: what do you truly desire to accomplish? In this process, you sift through the noise and focus on what matters most. There is a quiet power in defining a destination so vivid that every action you take becomes a deliberate stride toward that goal. To begin, picture your ideal outcome in as much detail as possible. Visualize the scene where you have already succeeded, a time when your confidence radiates from every pore. Consider the small, tangible milestones that mark the journey, each one a stepping stone that transforms an abstract ambition into something concrete. These milestones serve as a series of markers along the road, each one affirming that you are progressing toward the life you envision. In defining these markers, you not only chart a path forward, but ignite the inner drive that comes from knowing exactly what you are aiming for. When you set your goals, make them as specific as possible. Vague ambitions can scatter your focus, while precise objectives consolidate your energy into one powerful stream. Write down what you want to achieve and detail the steps that will get you there. This isn't about creating an elaborate plan that overwhelms you. It's about crafting a series of actionable tasks that build upon one another, each one a commitment to your future self. When you commit these goals to paper, you create a contract with yourself, a promise that every day will be a step toward actualizing your dreams. There is wisdom in simplicity. Break your primary goal into manageable segments and focus on one segment at a time. Each small victory serves as evidence that you are capable of great things. When you achieve these mini goals, your confidence is bolstered by the reality of your progress. It becomes clear that you are not waiting for success to come to you. You are actively creating it through each deliberate action. In this process, obstacles transform from intimidating barriers into challenges that sharpen your resolve. With every hurdle overcome, your inner strength is affirmed, and the blueprint of your goals becomes even more attainable. One must learn the art of setting realistic expectations. Ambition is a fine quality, but it should never come at the cost of reason. Set targets that are challenging, yet within reach. When you aim too high without a clear path, frustration can set in and confidence can wane. Instead, cultivate a balanced approach where each goal is a step forward, not a leap into the unknown. Consider this: when a goal is broken down into stages, the journey itself becomes a series of affirmations, a constant reminder that you are moving in the right direction. Establish a routine that reinforces your commitment. Discipline and structure are the guardians of goal attainment. Begin each day with a reminder of what you have set out to do, and let that reminder guide your actions. As you work steadily toward your objectives, observe the transformation that occurs within. Confidence grows when you see that consistency yields results, that the effort you invest today will manifest into success tomorrow. Every step taken in alignment with your goals deepens the conviction that you are the architect of your own destiny. Reflect on your progress regularly. Take time at the close of each day to revisit your goals, to see what was accomplished and where adjustments are needed. This reflective practice isn't an exercise in self-criticism, but rather a celebration of progress. In those quiet moments of evaluation, recognize the significance of even the smallest achievement. These reflections become the fuel that drives you onward, a constant reminder that every effort, every decision contributes to the larger picture of your success. Persistence in the pursuit of your goals builds a resilient character. The process of setting and achieving objectives teaches you that setbacks are temporary and that each day offers a fresh opportunity to reaffirm your commitment. When challenges arise, revisit your goals with renewed determination. Remind yourself that every obstacle encountered is a lesson in disguise, a chance to refine your approach and strengthen your resolve. This cycle of goal setting, action, reflection, and adjustment creates a momentum that not only advances your ambitions, but cements a deep-seated confidence in your ability to overcome. In this way, clarity of purpose becomes both the compass and the map on your journey. When you see clearly where you are headed, every decision, every moment of discipline becomes imbued with meaning. The simple act of setting clear, achievable goals is a declaration that you value yourself enough to invest in your future. It signals to your inner self that you are committed to a path of progress and that you have the strength to follow it step by deliberate step. As you continue to define and pursue your objectives, you will find that confidence grows organically, a natural byproduct of knowing exactly what you want and taking the measured steps together. This is the essence of setting clear goals, a quiet, determined process that transforms ambitions into reality, one carefully planned step at a time. The journey is continuous, and every action taken in service of your objectives reinforces the unshakable belief in your ability to succeed. Okay, now the third step is establishing a steady rhythm in your daily actions. This is essential to nurturing a discipline that breeds confidence. The habits you build and the routines you embrace form the backbone of a self-directed life, where each action is a deliberate affirmation of your ability to steer your own course. When you commit to a disciplined way of living, you send a clear message to yourself that your time, energy, and purpose are valuable. Every small, consistent action becomes a building block that reinforces the belief in your capability. And as this collection of actions grows, so does your sense of self-reliance and inner strength. To create a solid foundation of discipline, begin by cultivating routines that support your goals. Whether it is dedicating a few moments each morning to reflect on your intentions, setting aside time for focused work, or engaging in activities that refine your skills, these practices are more than mere habits. They are the framework within which your confidence will flourish. Imagine the steady pulse of a well-tuned machine, the precise, consistent movement of its parts, working together in harmony. Your daily actions, when synchronized with your objectives, have the same power to drive progress. Your intentions, setting aside time for focused work or engaging in activities that refine your skills. These practices are more than mere habits. They are the framework within which your confidence will flourish. Imagine the steady pulse of a well-tuned machine, the precise consistent movement of its parts working together in harmony. Your daily actions, when synchronized with your objectives, have the same power to drive progress. Self-discipline is not about rigid schedules or a life devoid of spontaneity. It is about developing an inner order that guides you through the chaos of everyday challenges. It is the art of balancing structure with flexibility, of having a plan while remaining open to the subtle shifts of circumstance. In the quiet moments of early dawn, or the reflective pause before sleep, reaffirm your commitment to the routines that ground you. This deliberate practice is the very embodiment of self-respect, a recognition that you are worth the effort it takes to organize your life around what truly matters. Consider the power of a daily ritual that centers your mind and body. It could be as simple as a walk in the fresh morning air, a few minutes of deliberate breathing, or the practice of writing down your thoughts and plans. Such rituals do more than fill the hours. They become a steady reminder of your capacity to create order and progress in your life. In these moments, discipline becomes a gentle guide rather than a harsh taskmaster. It is the steady hand that helps you navigate the uncertainties of life by providing a clear, predictable pattern amid the unpredictability of external events. Building discipline means learning to manage distractions and resist the lure of immediate gratification. In a world where diversions are plentiful, the ability to focus on what truly matters is a rare and invaluable skill. When you make the conscious choice to prioritize your long-term goals over fleeting pleasures, you fortify your inner resolve. It is in those moments of intentional focus that you reaffirm your commitment to yourself, a silent, steadfast reminder that every moment spent in pursuit of your purpose is a moment invested in your future confidence. As you begin to internalize these practices, notice how your capacity for discipline transforms into a form of quiet power. The more you exercise control over your actions, the more you realize that you hold the reins of your destiny. Each decision made with careful consideration rather than impulse becomes a testament to your growing mastery over your own life. When you consistently choose actions that align with your values and goals, you create a self-reinforcing cycle of positive behavior. One where every success, no matter how small, feeds back into your belief in your own abilities. Reflect on moments in your past when discipline played a pivotal role in overcoming obstacles. Perhaps there were times when a focused effort, a sustained commitment to a particular task, brought about results that seemed impossible at the outset. Those memories are not just relics of the past. They are evidence of your inherent strength and potential. Recalling these moments can serve as powerful fuel for your journey, reminding you that the structure you impose on your life is both a shield against distraction and a beacon guiding you toward achievement. The practice of self-discipline, when cultivated consistently, begins to shape your character. It teaches you patience, resilience, and the value of hard work. Over time, the disciplined habits you nurture become so integrated into your being that they no longer feel like obligations, but rather natural expressions of who you are. Each day, as you follow through on your commitments, you build an unspoken contract with yourself, one that declares your determination to overcome obstacles and succeed on your own terms. In the midst of life's inevitable challenges, this inner structure provides stability. It is the steady rhythm that carries you through turbulent times, reminding you that even in the face of uncertainty, you have the power to maintain your focus and continue moving forward. Every disciplined choice is a step towards solidifying your self-belief, reinforcing the idea that you are in control, capable, and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. With each routine followed and each distraction overcome, your confidence grows, a silent, persistent force that supports every subsequent effort. The journey to developing self-discipline is continuous and evolving. It requires regular attention and a willingness to confront the habits that undermine your progress. Yet the rewards are profound. A life marked by clarity, purpose, and an unwavering belief in your own strength. In the disciplined moments of your day, you discover that true confidence is not bestowed by external events, but is forged in the steady commitment to live deliberately every single day. Okay, here's step 4. Embracing the lessons that come from every setback is the cornerstone of growing confidence. When obstacles arise, they serve not as signs of defeat, but as invitations to learn and to refine the approach toward success. Every challenge holds within it a quiet lesson, a chance to understand the boundaries of one's ability and to expand them through persistence and careful reflection. Each failure is a teacher, urging you to adapt, to change tactics, and to see beyond the immediate disappointment toward the long-term reward of mastery. There is an undeniable truth in the notion that progress is forged through repeated trials. The path to achievement is not a smooth, unbroken line, but a series of curves and bends where every misstep has its purpose. In these moments of difficulty, there is a raw opportunity to gather wisdom and to recognize that success is built on the foundations of past errors. When confronted with a setback, pause and reflect on what it is teaching you. Consider the experience as a mirror reflecting not your limitations, but the areas where growth is most needed. In the midst of adversity, one finds the clarity to see that perfection is not the goal, improvement is. With each stumble, there lies a chance to adjust your strategy and to realign with your purpose. Instead of allowing failure to erode your spirit, use it as a stepping stone to reach a higher level of competence. The realization that every error carries with it a hidden benefit can transform the way you approach obstacles. Rather than fearing mistakes, embrace them as vital parts of the journey toward a more robust sense of self-assurance. Reflect on moments when a setback unexpectedly turned into a breakthrough. Perhaps there was a time when what seemed like a defeat later revealed itself as the precise pivot needed to redirect your path. Those instances are not anomalies. They are the natural results of a process that values growth over immediate success. Each experience of failure is a building block. Each one, when integrated with introspection and determination, solidifies the inner strength that defines lasting confidence. There is a quiet dignity in accepting your imperfections. The true measure of confidence is not found in a flawless record of success, but in the ability to persist and learn in the face of adversity. When you allow yourself the space to fail without harsh judgment, you create an environment where creativity and resilience can flourish. This openness to learning from mistakes builds a reservoir of knowledge that becomes a source of strength, empowering you to tackle future challenges with a calm resolve. Each setback is an opportunity to scrutinize your methods and to ask critical questions. What can be learned from this moment? How can this experience sharpen your approach? In the reflective silence that follows a failure, there lies the power to reassess and to plan a more effective way forward. It is in these moments of honest evaluation that the seeds of future success are planted, nurtured by the understanding that every fall is but a prelude to rising again with greater wisdom. The process of learning from failure is not instantaneous. It is a gradual accumulation of insights and adjustments that over time weave together a fabric of unshakable confidence. Each lesson learned is like a small deposit into the bank of self-belief, steadily increasing your capacity to face the unknown with courage. With every recovery from a setback, you reaffirm that the journey toward excellence is not about avoiding errors, but about developing the strength to overcome them. In the quiet aftermath of each challenging moment, there is an opportunity to realign your focus. Take time to analyze what went wrong, not to dwell on the negative, but to uncover the hidden lessons that can propel you forward. It is a practice of turning every misfortune into a guidepost, a marker on the road that leads to a more adept version of yourself. Such reflections are not acts of self-criticism, but of self-improvement. They help in mapping out the contours of your journey, ensuring that each setback adds depth and resilience to your character. There is an inherent strength in the willingness to be vulnerable in the face of failure. By admitting that not every endeavor will succeed as planned, you open the door to a more authentic and robust form of confidence. This form of confidence is not built on a facade of invulnerability, but on a foundation of genuine experience, a collection of moments where perseverance triumphed over despair. Recognize that each fall is a chance to rebuild with better materials, a refined strategy, a more determined mindset, and a deeper understanding of your own potential. In embracing failure as a necessary part of the journey, you begin to see that every setback is temporary, every difficulty a precursor to renewed strength. The courage to confront and learn from these challenges is what distinguishes those who truly excel. It transforms obstacles into opportunities, and in doing so, it cultivates a confidence that is both genuine and enduring. With each encounter with failure, you grow a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little more prepared to meet the next challenge head-on. This continuous cycle of trying, failing, reflecting, and rising again creates a rhythm in life, a cadence of progress that is measured not by the absence of mistakes, but by the relentless drive to improve. When you internalize the idea that every setback contributes to your overall growth, you develop a mindset that sees beyond immediate setbacks to the larger picture of sustained personal evolution. Confidence, in this light, is not a static state, but a dynamic process, a perpetual journey where each lesson learned adds another layer of fortitude and self-assurance. In the end, the willingness to embrace failure as an integral part of progress is a testament to the strength of character. It is a reminder that every misstep carries with it the promise of a future success, provided you have the resilience to learn and adapt. Each experience, when met with reflection and determination, builds the resilient foundation on which lasting confidence is constructed, a foundation that will support you through all of life's uncertainties. Step number 5 is cultivating a mindset that nurtures positive self-talk, and vivid visualization is a powerful method for reshaping your reality. The words you speak to yourself and the images you form in your mind serve as the architects of your inner world. Every thought carries weight, and every image you conjure lays the foundation for your actions and emotions. By consciously choosing affirmations that uplift you and visualizations that reinforce your potential, you begin to reprogram your internal dialogue, steering it away from doubt and toward unwavering self-assurance. Begin by recognizing the influence of your inner voice. Notice the tone and language that greet you at the start of each day, the silent commentary that accompanies every challenge, and the narratives you construct about your own worth. In moments of self-doubt, it is common to allow critical thoughts to overshadow your inherent strengths. Instead, replace that inner critique with a steady flow of affirmations that echo the truth of your potential. Embrace statements that affirm your ability to overcome obstacles and celebrate even the smallest accomplishments. When you remind yourself that every effort contributes to growth, you set the stage for a positive cycle of self-encouragement and achievement. Visualization is a complementary practice that transforms abstract ambitions into a tangible mental landscape. Picture your goals not as distant dreams, but as vivid, attainable realities unfolding before your mind's eye. Envision yourself engaging in the actions necessary to achieve success, feeling the satisfaction of each milestone, and experiencing the quiet pride that accompanies progress. As you build these mental images, notice how they serve as beacons, guiding you through moments of uncertainty. The act of visualizing success is not mere wishful thinking. It is a deliberate exercise in affirming your capability to create the life you desire. Consider the routine of setting aside quiet moments each day dedicated solely to positive self-talk and visualization. In the early hours of the morning or during a reflective pause in the day, allow yourself the space to construct empowering narratives. Focus on clear, deliberate statements that counter any lingering self-doubt. For example, affirm that each day brings you closer to your goals, that every action you take is a testament to your strength, and that your journey is marked by continuous progress. These practices are not about constructing a facade of confidence, but rather about excavating the genuine power that resides within you. They create an internal dialogue that reinforces your resolve, turning each challenge into an opportunity for further growth. As you repeatedly engage in this process, notice how the balance shifts. The critical voice that once sowed seeds of hesitation is gradually replaced by a consistent message of capability and worth. This transformation does not happen overnight. It is the result of persistent effort, much like the steady work of a sculptor refining a block of stone into a work of art. With each affirming thought and each carefully visualized success, the contours of your confidence become more defined. The practice of replacing negative self-talk with empowering language is a daily commitment, a deliberate act of kindness toward yourself that yields profound results over time. In moments of stress or uncertainty, pause to recite your affirmations. Allow these words to wash over you, to quiet the internal tumult, and to remind you of the strength that lies within. It is in these moments that the power of positive self-talk reveals its true potency, transforming challenges into stepping stones and obstacles into catalysts for progress. As you continue this practice, you will notice that your mind begins to default to optimism, a natural response cultivated through the repetition of affirming language. Over time, this creates an internal environment where confidence is the norm, not the exception. The art of visualization extends beyond simply imagining success. It involves engaging all your senses in the experience. Picture the details of your achievements, the sights, the sounds, the emotions that accompany them. In doing so, you create a multidimensional experience that reinforces your belief in the possibility of success. These vivid mental images act as rehearsal for real-life action, priming your body and mind for the tasks ahead. When your internal images are as compelling as the reality you aim to create, you bridge the gap between thought and action, setting the stage for tangible results. This process of positive self-talk and visualization is not merely a mental exercise. It is a dynamic force that influences your behavior and shapes your experiences. By continually affirming your potential and vividly imagining your success, you cultivate a mental resilience that enables you to navigate setbacks with grace and determination. It is a cycle of renewal, a process that reinforces itself, each positive thought adding to a reservoir of inner strength that fuels every decision and every action. Reflect on the times when a single positive thought altered the course of your day, or when a clear image of success steered you through adversity. Recognize that these moments are not random. They are the direct result of a deliberate practice that places your focus on what is possible rather than on what is lacking. With every instance of positive affirmation and every moment of focused visualization, you are crafting a mental framework that supports a confident, resilient version of yourself. The cumulative effect of these practices is profound, a steady, unwavering belief in your ability to shape your destiny, one thought and one image at a time. In the quiet persistence of these daily practices lies a transformative power. The journey of nurturing positive self-talk and visualization is a continuous one, marked by incremental yet significant shifts in perspective. As the layers of doubt are peeled away, they reveal a core of strength that has always been there, waiting to be recognized. In embracing these methods, you lay the groundwork for a future where confidence is not a fleeting emotion, but a constant guiding force that elevates every facet of your life. Okay, now the sixth step is one of the most important steps you can take in life. Taking decisive action in the face of uncertainty is the heartbeat of progress and the essence of true confidence. Every moment spent in contemplation is an opportunity waiting to be transformed into tangible achievement. The ability to act without hesitation or fear of failure distinguishes those who simply dream from those who make dreams a reality. When you commit to action, you break the cycle of overthinking and set the gears of progress in motion. There's a profound energy that emerges when you choose to move forward, even if the path is not entirely clear. Each deliberate step taken against the inertia of doubt reinforces your ability to shape your destiny. In the quiet determination that precedes action, you learn to trust the instincts honed by years of experience and hard-won lessons. The willingness to step forward, regardless of uncertainty, becomes a testament to the strength that lies within. Picture yourself at the threshold of a new venture or a long-awaited change. This is the moment when potential meets execution. Action is the bridge that connects aspiration with reality, and every decisive move you make fuels the momentum necessary to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. A key element in taking effective action is the readiness to embrace risk. Understanding that the absence of risk is often a silent barrier to progress. Every significant achievement in life has been preceded by moments of uncertainty, a willingness to step into the unknown, trusting that the journey itself holds the answers. When you choose to act despite the presence of risk, you assert your belief in your ability to influence outcomes and to turn challenges into opportunities. With every action taken, you dismantle the walls built by hesitation, paving the way for growth that is both bold and transformative. Consider the rhythm of progress that emerges when you commit to your plans with relentless determination. There is a natural cadence that develops, a harmonious interplay between thought and deed, where each action propels you further along your path. This rhythm is nurtured by consistency. Small actions performed each day accumulate into significant strides over time. It is through these cumulative efforts that your inner reservoir of strength is tapped, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. The journey of taking decisive action is not marked by grand gestures alone, but by the persistence found in everyday efforts. It is in the consistency of your actions, the commitment to showing up day after day, that you fortify your confidence. When you engage in tasks that push you out of your comfort zone, even if they seem insignificant at first, you begin to cultivate an inner momentum that cannot be easily disrupted. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to a growing legacy of determination and resilience. Reflect on times when a single decisive action altered the course of your journey. A moment when hesitation was overcome by the sheer force of commitment. Those moments when you chose to act rather than wait are the true milestones of personal growth. They remind you that the future is shaped not by idle dreams, but by the actions you take in the present. Embrace the reality that while planning and preparation are important, it is action that ultimately defines your progress. Each time you act with intention, you are reinforcing a powerful message to yourself. You are in control. The process of taking action becomes a self-fulfilling cycle where confidence begets more confidence. The more you act, the more you build a track record of success, however modest, that serves as a foundation for future endeavors. In the steady accumulation of these successes lies the quiet assurance that your abilities are not merely potential, but proven assets waiting to be called upon again and again. Overcoming the inertia of inaction requires a shift in perspective, a recognition that hesitation is often a disguise for fear. When you allow fear to dictate your actions, you grant it power over your destiny. Instead, when you focus on the energy of decisive movement, you transform fear into a catalyst for achievement. This transformation is neither instant nor effortless. It is the result of a persistent commitment to replace uncertainty with action, doubt with determination, and hesitation with a steadfast resolve to move forward. Action, in its most authentic form, is a celebration of the present. It is an acknowledgement that the only moment that truly matters is the one in which you decide to act. By seizing the opportunities before you, regardless of their size, you build a legacy of determination that echoes in every future decision. There is a simplicity in this approach. Each small action, taken consistently, becomes a building block for a more confident, empowered self. The journey of decisive action is ongoing, a continuous cycle where every step forward reinforces your capacity to affect change. In this dance of action and growth, every decision, every movement contributes to a dynamic process of self-improvement. Embrace the truth that the power to change your life resides not in abstract ideas, but in the tangible steps you take each day. When you act with clarity, commitment, and courage, you create a momentum that propels you toward your highest aspirations, transforming uncertainty into a pathway lined with achievements and quiet triumphs. In this way, taking decisive action becomes both a personal commitment and a public declaration of your inner strength. It is a silent promise to yourself that you will not be defined by inaction, but by the relentless pursuit of progress. Each moment of decisiveness is a victory in itself, a reaffirmation that you possess the power to shape your destiny, to overcome the barriers of hesitation, and to create a life marked by confidence and accomplishment. Sustaining growth and nurturing a commitment to continuous self-improvement is the final, yet vital step in building unshakable confidence. It is not enough to take decisive actions or to achieve momentary victories. Lasting confidence is cultivated by consistently seeking to evolve, refine, and expand your capabilities. Every experience, whether triumphant or challenging, becomes an opportunity to learn and to enhance your understanding of who you are and what you can achieve. The journey of self-improvement is unending, a path paved with daily efforts, persistent curiosity, and the willingness to adapt. Begin by setting aside time each day for reflection. In those quiet moments, allow yourself to review the events of the day, to acknowledge the progress made, and to identify areas where further growth is possible. This practice of mindful reflection serves as a mirror, revealing both your strengths and the aspects of your character that can be honed. It is in this honest appraisal that the seeds of improvement are sown. By embracing your imperfections and recognizing that every setback is a stepping stone, you open the door to a continuous cycle of learning and development. The pursuit of excellence requires a mindset that views challenges not as dead ends, but as invitations to push beyond current limitations. Cultivate a spirit of inquiry. Ask yourself what new skills you can learn, what habits can be adjusted, and what perspectives might be broadened. This inquisitiveness transforms everyday experiences into lessons that contribute to your overall growth. Consider each day as a fresh opportunity to refine your approach, to test new strategies, and to build on the foundation of confidence you have already established. The journey is marked by incremental improvements, each small adjustment compounding over time to create profound, lasting change. Accountability is another critical element in sustaining continuous improvement. Whether through self-monitoring or by engaging with a trusted peer or mentor, regularly tracking your progress ensures that your commitment remains steadfast. There is a quiet strength in acknowledging that growth is a process, one that sometimes requires external perspectives to maintain balance and direction. When you hold yourself accountable, you affirm your dedication to a path of ongoing self-enhancement, a path that recognizes that every moment is an opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. Embrace a mindset of lifelong learning. The world around you is full of insights waiting to be discovered, and every conversation, book, or experience has the potential to enrich your understanding of what it means to be confident. Do not be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and explore new avenues that challenge your established beliefs. In doing so, you not only expand your horizons, but reinforce your belief in your own adaptability and strength. This commitment to learning transforms routine experiences into catalysts for growth, continuously fueling the fire of self-assurance. It is essential to celebrate the milestones along your journey. Recognize that progress, however incremental, deserves acknowledgement. Each achievement is a testament to your resilience and an affirmation of the choices you have made. By celebrating these moments, you reinforce the cycle of positive reinforcement that propels you forward, nurturing a self-image that is both realistic and optimistic. Let each small success serve as a reminder that you're on a path of continuous evolution, a journey marked by persistence, hard work, and an unwavering commitment to personal excellence. Finally, maintain an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons learned from both success and failure enriches your perspective and deepens your inner resolve. It allows you to see the inherent value in every experience, fostering a sense of contentment and fueling further ambition. Gratitude, when paired with continuous self-improvement, becomes a powerful ally in your pursuit of confidence. It keeps you grounded in the present while inspiring you to strive for a better tomorrow. By embracing continuous self-improvement, you affirm that confidence is not a static achievement, but an evolving journey. Every step, every lesson, and every moment of reflection contributes to a self-assured, resilient identity. This commitment to growth ensures that you remain adaptable, resourceful, and prepared to meet new challenges with a steady heart and a clear mind. In the end, the journey of continuous improvement is the embodiment of confidence itself, a living, breathing process that enriches your life with purpose, resilience, and the unwavering belief that you can always become more than you were before. The journey through these 7 steps is a call to action, a steady reminder that confidence is not a destination, but a continuous evolution of thought and deed. Every moment spent recognizing your inner worth, setting clear goals, building disciplined routines, learning from setbacks, nurturing positive self-talk, acting decisively, and embracing continuous growth is an investment in the self. Each step weaves together to form a resilient tapestry, where every small victory and every lesson learned propels you further along a path of self-mastery. In this ongoing process, the power to transform your life lies not in grand gestures, but in the consistent, quiet decisions you make every day. Every deliberate action builds a legacy of strength and fortitude, affirming that the capacity for change is always within reach. It is in the persistent pursuit of improvement that true confidence is forged, a confidence that stands unshaken in the face of adversity and that grows richer with each new challenge overcome. Embrace these methods as a natural part of your daily life. Let each step be a reminder that progress is measured not by the absence of setbacks, but by the courage to persist and evolve. This continuous journey is a celebration of your inherent potential, a quiet, enduring force that empowers you to shape your future with clarity, determination, and unwavering self-belief.